Hi everyone! Today you'll learn how to understand that you participate in an unhealthy, abusive or toxic relationship. My name is Alina Leoni, I'm a clinical psychologist, and my mission here is to create videos with examples from personal practice, and I believe this will help you understand yourself and other people better. It is important to remember that violence, whether physical, psychological, doesn't begin with a direct blow to the head. It happens smoothly, so much that you have no idea how this could even happen. This goes very slowly. Therefore, this video was created so that you can look at the alarm bells and find out what is happening to you right now in your relationship. So the first thing that have to scare you is overprotection, control. Have you ate? How cold? Cold are you or not? Bring me a report on 7 pages about your last hour. The next thing is jealousy. If at first this seems like a funny manifestation of concern, then over time you will not be laughing anymore. Criticism and rejection of friends and family. Your friends are whores, but you're about that, so you don't have to speak to them. So sometimes happens even prohibition of meetings with them. That means deprivation of the first circle of support. You're not allowed to work anymore. You're isolated, and he can even do some economic violence against you. Next thing is impulsiveness, hot temper, even aggression. And girls, it's not necessary for him to show aggression towards you. He can throw things around, break plates, scream, whatever. Often it can also look like self-aggression. He can hit himself to the head, for example. So carefully observe his attitude to, especially his behavior with children and animals. Oh, one of my favorite is the phrase, "It's all your fault. You made me angry. You forced me to do something." This is one of the manifestations of gaslighting. I'll tell you more about gaslighting in one of the following videos, but now remember, a rape victim is not guilty of rape. The cyclical nature of relationship, the game of hot and cold. Today he loves you to the point of unconsciousness, and tomorrow he hates and gives you a cold shower. This is a technique that is used by dark psychologists and also by all these modest pickup trainers. And instead of asking yourself, what's wrong with this guy? Many women ask themselves, oh, what I did wrong? So she's trying to find out what was the reason of his cold shower, what was the reason of his behavior. And can you imagine that, instead of thinking how crazy he is and what allows him to do like that? Girls begin to return his favor through great efforts. The next thing is obstacle to development. Remember, an abuser of any type doesn't benefit from your social adaptation and financial independence because it gives you a free hand. For statistics, most women delay ending abusive or toxic relationship precisely because of financial instability. Introducing the idea of self-doubt. Dissatisfaction with your appearance. The most important thing here is that you are the same, you look the same, you act the same as at the beginning of your relationship. And now he has this dissatisfaction with you. You have a constant feeling of anxiety. You think twice about how to correctly present the information to him and even whether it's worth talking at all. You think maybe it's better to lie. You become sophisticated. You hide something. And there are two options here. Either you have always been like this and you need to look for other origins, let's say, of this behavior, or you have become like this in this specific relationship. Then the reason is that you feel threatened all the time by your partner. You are the only one who compromises. You feel embarrassed and afraid. looks like caring but feels like you're being told you're helpless. You still can't handle it on your own. He wants to give you all the money of the world. So he says, I will give you money, okay, but at this moment you have to ask yourself what he wants for this. There is no point in asking him these questions, since he will definitely get out and say that these are money just for your beautiful eyes. Don't believe it, because nothing comes for free. You will have to pay, and it's better immediately. It's better to understand immediately, to think about that, what the price will be, and whether you want to take it. When a person has a money leash in his hands, he will begin to microdose the amount allocated to you very quickly. Very soon it will happen, and you will have to account for literally every penny. Blackmail, threats to commit suicide or whatever. The desire to get married quickly. You just met and he's already, oh, I want you to be my wife. He's in a hurry to make a baby. Reproductive abuse is rare in European countries, but it's better to be aware of this type of abuse also. This happens when a woman is constantly, for years, in a state of pregnancy and childbearing. Triangle relationship. I am convinced that in a sexual relationship, the norm can be absolutely anything that is acceptable for both participants and doesn't cause harm to other people. Therefore, I sincerely believe that at the beginning of your relationship, you must discuss key things, and one of them is actually and naturally is view on sex. And then you can agree on any kind of polygamous relationship. But if you faced that you decided to be loyal to each other, and that was your agreement, and now it's violated, it's best to stay, it's best to leave such a relationship. If he disappears and returns, explaining that he had force circumstances. Girls, the main thing is not to entertain yourself with illusions that you will have to help him, change him, or learn how to interact with him in a healthy way. You only can do one thing: leave him. Obviously, you can create relationship based on mutual manipulation, compensatory relationships when he pays for it, for example, but you can't call them healthy. And most important, dear women, do not blame yourself for the fact that you find yourself in such a situation. Society loves to broadcast labels. It's your own fault. You saw with your eyes what you took, now eat this shit, and so on. In fact, there have never been so many mentally ill people as there are now. Therefore, it's often completely unclear to your parents, to your friends, and to those around you what you mean when you say that you just feel bad with him. By the way, most often abusers are very nice to others. They are smiling, they are super nice. And this is why nobody believes that there is a violence. He's such a positive hero. What are you talking of? Nobody knows what's going on behind your closed doors. Most often the abuse is not visible. You don't need to have bruises to know that you are being abused. And please remember, this is all not a victim's fault. The only one person to blame for abuse and for violence is the abuser itself, not you. Please remember that. For today, that's all what I wanted to tell you. And please subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends, whoever may need this information, and see you soon. Bye-bye.